welcome back to the Pen and Inkwell. Thank you very much for joining me again. I'm going back to a trusted manufacturer of mine and also a pen that I've reviewed before. I've actually reviewed this actual model of pen, but they've brought out a new colour and I was very keen to get my hands on that. So I'm going back to Germany. Those of you that have seen my video on my trip to Kaweco, for those of you that are actually wondering where it went, silly faux pas on my part with my phone. I had this great new phone, absolutely loving my Samsung S6 Plus phone. However, made a bit of a faux pas on the YouTube app that is on there, and instead of deleting a couple of the very short videos that I put on that make up the longer videos, I deleted the actual finished edited video of my trip to Kaweco. So I am very sorry to the Kaweco team that it's now sort of missing. I hope to one day put it back together, but it was hours and hours and hours of work, that one, which is sod's law really, because it was so many pictures, it was so many short little videos and clips that I edited and put back together. But it certainly taught me one thing, is to sort of keep my final edited versions so that I can put those back on again. But I do wish that YouTube had some sort of facility on there that if you delete them, that there's some sort of archive or trash can somewhere that you can pull them back, but unfortunately not. So I digress. I've gone a little bit off topic, which is very like me, I suppose. Fiona behind the camera is laughing because she knows that's very much like me. So where was I? Kaweco. So this is the Kaweco Student. So I've done a review previously on the Kaweco Student. I have a yellow one. I absolutely love my yellow one. I love how sunny, how bright, how beautiful it is. And my daughter has a red one, and they've now brought out two new colours in that. Kaweco have changed colours up a little bit across their range with their models of pens. So they've brought out now, it's like a denim blue colour. There was a Demonstrator type blue colour, and they've now brought out, it's a bit like a sort of denim-y blue colour. Karis is waiting for that one, so she's very patiently waiting for that one from work. But however, I was very fortunate to have the other. So this is what I'm talking about. I don't know if whether I ever mentioned this in a video before, but when I first started getting into fountain pens, I read a lot on the Fountain Pen Network about Demonstrator model pens, and I sort of just could not understand the fuss. What did people like about Demonstrator pens? Why did they like being able to see right through them? Why did they like to see the sort of, the ink that would be left behind, or how that was working? I didn't get it. But it's one of those things that's absolutely creeped up on me. And now I love them. I do like a Demonstrator pen. I love being able to see through them. My absolute favourites will be sort of, tones of blue that are sort of Demonstrator style. But this one is a clear Demonstrator. So this is the Kaweco Student in the clear Demonstrator model. So I'm going to have a look at this sort of closer. I haven't used this yet, and I'm just doing this for you to be able to see how this looks, because there is a video on my yellow one that'll show you how it's made up. But this is just about seeing the new colour of this. So I haven't inked it up yet. But you can take a look of this, and I will do a very quick writing sample. I'll put the converter that I've got in my all-rounder in here. I'll do another video on the all-rounder shortly, but it's a shame. I want to do a video on the all-rounder just as a bit of a homage to that pen, but they're no longer going to be making that one. So, but I do want to sort of give it some sort of credit, really, that it sort of needs, again, one of my favourites. So this is the Kaweco Demonstrator Student. I will see you in 2 seconds, and thank you very much. Welcome back. So this is the new Student, and it's not the new Student, this is the Student as it has been, but this is the new colour that's now available, and this is the Demonstrator model. So just to give you an idea, this is how it will arrive. So they arrive in these lovely little tins that have got a different sort of pattern to the front now. This seems to be like this, I don't know what I describe that as. Very sort of close-knit little pattern on there. Kaweco, licensed to write, Germany since 1883, the Kaweco logo there, and then their contact details, their website. So we'll open up, and then we get these lovely tins. I love these tins. I think they're fantastic. They're really quirky, They're very retro, and that's what I love about the Kaweco pens, is, you know, the retro feel that there is about them. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera there. So again, same thing. See there again, their contact details on the back of those tins. So we open that up, and this is it. So this is the, I'm going to take this out and I'll get rid of these out of the way. This is the student demonstrator pen. As you can see, exactly the same as the yellow one that I have in my other video that I'll put a link to down below. But this is exactly as I said, this is a see-through version of that pen. I did the weights and measurements. I was expecting it to be lighter because it felt lighter. The material seemed different, but it isn't. It must be exactly the same material, but it's just clear. It is exactly the same weight. So it is 27 grams in weight with the cap on like this, and it is 16 grams without that. And I think what I love about it is the fact that it's got these sort of silver clips to it as well. So it almost goes completely unnoticed, and especially on this white background, it almost goes to say unnoticed. So you've got this retro clip that Kaweco are very much well known for. The Kaweco studs at the top there of the pen. The barrel tapers down at the end here, and which is why the average converter, international size converter, does not fit in these pens, because it narrows down. And now we've got this demonstrator model, you can see why that it doesn't work in others, because these really do get slimmer towards the end. And then you've got the band, the silver band that says Kaweco around the band and Germany. So twist cap just like the others, and just like the other students, it has this metal shaped grip section here that is very comfortable. Your fingers fit very well in there. Nice size pen, lightweight pen, and because it's tapered and it's curved here and it comes back out at the end there isn't, I don't feel that I slip in there, because I don't like metal grip sections as a rule, but this one works for me. The other one that works for me is the there's a metal grip section on the OMAS pen that I use, but that works as well. So typical same steel nibs, available through extra fine through to broads. You can also get 1.1s, and they just twist in and out, so you can actually interchange these. I'm hoping to get hold of the different nibs so I can do a comparison video of these nibs as well for you. I'll take this off. You can see inside it, but I will unscrew it for you so you can see. It doesn't come with this converter. It's the only negative thing I would say about it actually, is that it doesn't come with a converter. It comes with an international standard blue cartridge, but it doesn't come with a converter. You can, however, get the converters. They're inexpensive. They're about £2.99 to buy. But you will need to get the Kaweco one that fits in here. So I've just taken this out of the all-rounder, because this is the all-rounder, or what's left of the all-rounder after I've taken it apart. Exactly the same shape and body shape. This is made of a metal rather than a plastic. And I'll put this back together. I'll do a very brief writing sample, because to say any more details you'll be able to see it on the other video, and I don't want to go over all ground. I just wanted you to see the new colour. Right, so rod your dot pads as always. So this is the Kaweco Student and this is the Demonstrator. And this has a fine nib. In case you're wondering, this is Demonstrator, and this is the cola ink. And yeah, it does smell of cola. It smells like those, you know, those sort of tip-top lollies that you would have, the cola lollies. It has that sort of smell to it. These are very smooth steel nibs. Very rarely have an issue with them. I have had one that has had skipping. You'll have noticed just then I had an issue with the first line on both, but there isn't much ink left in that. And the ink, this ink particularly sort of is staying to the top there. It isn't filling down to the bottom. There is a bit of movement in the nib. You can get something out of it. Again, that's my fault because of the ink there. So I mean, no, it's gone now. I will have to look into that for everybody, but you know, it shows that I don't sort of make these up in advance. It is what it is. The ink is stuck at the top of that demonstrator, top of that converter, and isn't coming down. It needs to be refilled, and I hadn't done that before. I'd just taken it out of one and put it in the other for the purpose of this video. So this is the Demonstrator and this is the Student. Retails here in the UK between about £39 and about £43. I think they're fantastic value for money. Don't be sort of fooled by the fact that it says student pen. I think it's probably been wrongly named, in my opinion, because I think I've had comments before where the fact that it's a student pen at £40, it's still fairly expensive for what a student would be looking to pay for a pen. And you can get pens that are less expensive than that if you're looking at sort of low budget pens. However, this is a very good quality pen and it will last an awful long time. I love them. I think they're very underrated. I've got, well, in this house we've got 3 now in the collection, and I've got the all-rounder, which is the same but just made of a different material, and they're great. For me they're a perfect size. The nibs are good, and the different colours they come in as well make it attractive, I would say. And I think probably the Student refers really towards, because when you're looking at the other end you're looking at things like the Deer and the Elite that are very conservative in their look. These are fun, love them for that, and I really love this Demonstrator model. So thank you very much to Sebastian and his team, Ingrid and that, for sending me this for review. Really appreciate it. Any questions, please do let me know, and subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.